Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 16 of Civilization 6 as the German Empire. We have enough money, or at least should have enough money, to be able to afford to purchase ourselves that settler. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we will need an escort for it because we've still got these flipping barbarians around. We've also got a spare builder. So what I might do is bring this builder and his pikeman escort back over in this direction. And I think it's somewhere around here we will settle with our other settler. It's not going to be a brilliant city, but I just feel that we should probably have at least one more city than we currently do. Because it feels like we're lacking a little bit at the moment. Making decent money. And I should actually check Great People, see if we can afford to buy one with faith. The people seem to be liking us slightly more. England has progressed from the Renaissance era to the Industrial era. Yeah, definitely need to sort out those barbarians. So this settler, I think we will move around in this direction. Because I don't think we've got any barbarians up here, although... you know, we could end up being wrong about that. Let's go ahead and get our settler. Settler has 3 movement. So we want to be in this tile. Obviously, that will use all of our movement because we've just disembarked. But let's go and have a look around the island. And if we see any of those barbarians, we'll destroy them. And we'll go and continue to scout around this landmass now and check out Spain. So we know that there is a scout somewhere up here. Obviously the scout does have more movement, so we're sort of chasing it across the map a little bit. You want to give me coffee? Was I already getting coffee from you? Instead of the coffee, because I thought I already had coffee. Instead of the coffee, how about the pearls? Because I think I've already got coffee from somebody else, or it may be from him. Yeah, I've already got coffee, but now we've got pearls, so didn't want to take coffee twice. People switching governments. Victoria warning a lot of people. Oh, that's nice. You're coming closer to me to make it easier to kill you.
What can be labelled, packaged, mass-produced is neither truth nor art.
Okay, so apparently we've got a trade route, but we've only got one we can choose from for some strange reason. I mean, we could start from another city. We might want to do that, actually. Let's go and transfer you to Cologne and run out of there. You are going to found a city. And we have Berlin. It's like our 4th city. 5th city becomes Berlin. We get to choose a tech again. So, where do we go now? Do we really need any of this stuff? I guess that is boosted. Let's get it anyway because it's boosted. Let's just go and backfill some stuff in. Claim a great person. Who can we get then? We can get a great scientist. Triggers a eureka moment for 2 random technologies from the industrial or modern era and reveals oil without the normal technology requirement. Yes, I think we will recruit you. I think you could be very useful for us there. Berlin. I think we probably want to go... yeah, so we could get an aqueduct in Berlin. But I think we probably want to go straight for granary, for food and more housing. And which tiles are you working? You're working 1 food and 3 production. Probably work the 2 food and 1 production to begin with. And then... we'll switch over. Send an envoy. Let's see if we can now get Geneva. Will that be enough? No. How many? Who? It's America, isn't it? Yeah, we've got the same as America, but we do still have another envoy to spend, so we'll go ahead and do that. Brilliant. Units needing orders. That other... settler, and I think you will be safe. At least well, yeah, we know you are because you're down there now, so we can finish you off. Just not entirely convinced on the spot that I'm going to settle on, but we'll have to work that one out. And we have our great scientist. Do we not? So, if we move you out of the city... must be on a completed campus. Okay. I can never remember which ones of these are which. What's this one here? That is a... Theatre Square. Do we have a campus in this city? I'm not entirely convinced that we do. We know we have a campus over here somewhere. That's a campus. Oh yeah, it actually shows us in green. That's a campus there then. So you can move down onto that tile. Can't get there on this turn though because settler's in the way. So just skip your turn. And yeah, we'll continue having a bit of an explore around with you. There's also quite a lot of the AI civs with ships around here, so they've probably dealt with any barbarians that may have been around that I hadn't cleaned up before. We have lost a trade route, though. I didn't see that happening. Oh, is that just the one that we've transferred to another city that's taken some time to get there? Not entirely sure. Here we go. We've got a lot more that we can choose from now. So we go to Washington or Athens. Athens is probably slightly safer. So let's go and trade with Athens. They wouldn't get any benefits from it. We are going pretty much through territory with lines of sight, so you should be safe. But yeah, we definitely need to get another trade route going now. So here we have Spain. Keep having a search around, see what we might find. Let's move this settler out of the way. Now then, where do we want to go with you? Probably down onto this tile, I would have thought. And let's go and pop our great scientist. So that is knowledge of steel and knowledge of combustion. So 2 Eureka moments there. And doesn't look like we have any oil at all. There is some down here, which technically 1, 2, 3 is within range of Cologne. Requires combustion to use, but at least we can see where it is, which even though we can't use it, it would help us make a decision for settling new cities. Unfortunately, there's none up here either, but I think we'll be fine. Let's go and put you guys in Heidelberg. On to the next turn. Yeah, we're back up to 3 trade routes now, so obviously we did have the 3, it's just because we'd moved it from one position to another. Excellent. England has built a lighthouse in Plymouth. England has a lot of cities. We should be able to find out just how many if we go and look on... See, we can discuss stuff now as well. If we go and look on making deal... She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus her capital. 7 cities, which is quite a lot. So what about embassies? What do embassies actually give us? Establish a permanent embassy with this power. If accepted, the recipient will be a bit friendlier, and you will gain a level of access, and the recipient's capital will be revealed. Now, you don't like England or Japan. Japan doesn't really like anyone. Rome... doesn't like a lot of people. I think we'll establish an embassy with Rome. Rome's been good to us in the early days. Is there anyone that doesn't just really dislike Rome? What about Teddy? You just dislike England. I think we can have an embassy with you. And we seem to have some people that we can make demands of. And some people that we can't. See, we can't make a demand from Greece. We can make a demand from England, but we can also discuss. We can tell her not to try and settle too near us. I'm sure she'll just tell us to go and do one if we attempt to do that. So, units need orders. Let's keep looking around with this frigate. Try and get the rest of this landmass uncovered. And on to the next turn, because I can't do anything else there. We've got another unit that needs moving. That is the other worker. You can just sit there for now, because we want to get our settler in place, and then you can start doing some improvements and stuff. I'm hearing stuff happening, but I'm not sure what it is. Okay, once again, keep going around here. Is that Cordoba? Looks like it probably is. It is indeed. Random Roman heavy chariot up here. So it looks like Spain are on... It's not quite a little island, and they're separated from everywhere else by this Congolese city. But yeah, I might actually want to come up here and explore this coast then. Or I might actually just set it on auto-explore and see what happens. Housing in Frankfurt. Yes, we know that's a problem. We can't really do anything about it. You, I believe, we're heading down to there. And we'll settle you on the next turn. So let's go on to the next turn. And I did have a brief look at the Great People. We can no way anywhere near afford buying one with faith, so shouldn't worry about that. I don't think we can actually build...
Don't judge someone until you've stood at his forge and worked with his hammer.
So there's metal casting complete. Let's go and settle this city. We have Nuremberg. And what tile are you working? Again, probably start by working a food one until you've grown a little bit. Choose a new research. Siege tactics would give us better walls, or we could just sort of jump up the tree a little bit. We do really want to get sanitation, don't we? Be able to get sewers and stuff. Stock exchanges. Yeah, let's try and get sanitation, if at all possible. What's that we can uncover? Coal. Coal for ironclads. Choose production. You don't really have a lot of production at all, but we will start working on the granary first, probably, for the extra food, and then we can switch someone over to working production. Still not entirely convinced that the advisors always give you the best advice in this game. This is all starting to look like it might be one big connected landmass, actually. And what have we got here? Githian Sharps. What are you guys doing? Any more barbarian camps that have randomly spawned down here that we can see? No. So let's put you on to fortify. That's fine. Hopefully nobody else steals that oil. There's quite a bit in the water there that we can see as well. So let's go on to the next turn. And we can quite easily improve some of this stuff as well. So, let me just remind myself, what tile are we... you won't even let me see the Managed Citizens screen. Is it because it's still not my turn? Yeah, you're actually working that tile, which is quite nice. Decent amount of food. So, let's go and use the builder. And we will put an extra production and 0.5 housing. You don't have a particularly good number... Wow, 14 gold and 1 science and 1 production from London. Sure, let's go and do that. So that's another trading post created. On to the next turn. But we've got a unit that needs orders. And that is our ship. So we can almost see Rome now. We do have open borders with Rome, although obviously we can go through ocean tiles, so it doesn't really matter, but... What is that you have there? Rome, you have a legion, so that'll be one of their unique units as well. Would like to be able to try out some of...
Three great elements of modern civilization. Gunpowder, printing, and the Protestant religion.
I would like to be able to try out some of the groups of units that you can put together. But I think you need to unlock them through certain civics. Change our policies. So we've currently got ignore the 4 because one of them is part of our unique ability. So we've got 3, 1, 1 and 1. But we could change our government to 2, 2, 1 and 1. Or 1, 2, 1 and 2. We can't get a merchant republic. I think we're going to go for a theocracy. Though we don't get the bonus influence points. Plus 2 housing in any city with the medieval walls. Combine land combat units with faith. That could actually be useful. Now let's go ahead and do that one. So we lose one of our things here. So we've got 50% discount on unit upgrades, which is not bad. +1 amenity for cities with a garrisoned unit and city defense. Do we need that one? Reduce unit maintenance. Save some money. Each city receives +1 culture for each speciality district. I think I'd like to get the one that gives me extra culture and science from the trade routes as well. And I think we'll run with that for a while and see what happens. Now I get to choose another civic. There's only a couple we can get, so let's just go in for naval tradition. We've got 2 cities that are short of housing now because we've changed that policy. So we need more housing in Cologne. Or does that just mean they are short on 2 houses? Wish I could click on the right thing. I need this thing here, don't I? So, yeah, we've actually got more citizens than we have houses, which is not a good thing. So, we need to improve that. And I've already forgotten how we do that. Farms, fishing boats, pastures, plantations, and camps. 1, 2, 3. The crab's too far away. We could get more farms. We could get another plantation on the T. Gives us 0.5 housing. So it does help a little. We're using up our builders now. Got a random English settler over here. Let's choose our production. Go for medieval walls. We can get an amphitheatre. That's not a bad idea. Get some more culture going. I thought somebody had already finished the Colossus, or did we just get a note telling us somebody was working on the Colossus? Let's go ahead and work on the amphitheatre. Got units needing orders now. And yeah, I might very much just leave the frigate on auto explore once we've gone around the coast here. And we've already got a unit garrisoned in there. We'll garrison a unit in here, because remember, if you garrison a unit in a city, it gives you a little bit more housing at the moment. We'll go on to the next turn. Yeah, I really messed up there with the aqueduct. The housing situation is not good. It will still grow though. It'll just grow more slowly. You want to purchase the additional tea from us. We will accept that. Certainly don't mind money coming in. And as we can now buy military units with faith, and I wonder how expensive they are. Do we have any city that doesn't have a military unit in? This one doesn't. So if we go and have a look at what we can purchase with faith, actually not that expensive. Only 50 faith for a scout. 405 faith for a musketman. 135 faith for a horseman. 305 faith for a knight. We don't have a knight. What else are we going to spend our faith on? Let's go ahead and get ourselves a knight. Oh, your civilization needs 2 iron to train this type of unit. If your city has an encampment, you will only need 1 iron. Well, that's a shame. So you really won't let me get one? Oh, you will let me get one. So I can't train it, but I can buy it. Even though I have 0 iron. Did it let me buy it? I'm not entirely convinced it did. We've got a barbarian camp again, though. So we have a job for Githian Sharps. It's taking that guy out. 1 shot. We need to clear the camp still. And what do we want to do with you guys? We get a lumber mill. Does a lumber mill give us housing? It does not. Most of these things don't give us much housing at all. I need to find out what the things are that give you a lot of extra housing. Because these ones do not work well. I think we bring you down here actually though and go and get the iron connected up. And you can have a look around here. Looks like Rome have got a lot of territory. It's hardly a surprise. They are an expansionist civ. Let's fortify up with you. Go on to the next turn. England still seems to like me for the time being. And you tread on dangerous ground. Like, you don't like the fact that I'm getting friendly with city-states. One thing I didn't do is I never actually had a look at what Spain's So they're a counter-reformer, like civilizations who follow the same religion and wants his cities to all follow the same religion, hates anyone trying to spread their religion into his empire. But then obviously there's some hidden agenda here that we are unaware of at the moment. Okay. Well, I think we've got time for another turn. Hildeberg has finished something. Oh, the encampment. Yeah, the encampment's now completed. The armory requires a stable building. So this would actually give us extra housing. So barracks gives 25% combat experience for all melee and ranged land units. And a stable is for all cavalry class units. And you can only have one or the other. But the armory gives you land units, but requires you to actually have a stable. I think we'll actually go for the barracks one, though, to be honest. So that's only going to take 9 turns. That's not too bad. So I think this is why you really need to specialise. What you need to do is have one city that builds a couple of districts and then just spams out all the buildings for that district. And not to worry about trying to build lots of multiple districts. Because districts take ages to build. Whereas the individual buildings within the districts don't. And what's this notification here? Oh, city-state quests that I sort of accidentally completed. And I think we've just accidentally moved the unit there. It might be Githian Sharp. See that line? Because it accidentally decided it was going to click somewhere it shouldn't have done. You need to be coming down here in an effort to clear this camp. We can't get a line of sight, light of sign on it, though. Line of sight? Oh, all my words. Let's move around here. Get up on the hill. We can fire at it from there. We'll have one more turn, I think. Just before we end this video. Yeah, this game definitely has that one more turn vibe. Even though there are little bits and pieces about it that I'm still not sure about yet, I am enjoying it very much. I'm probably getting into this more quickly than I first got into Civilization 5. I know I've still seen quite a few people who are salty about the graphics style. And I can certainly understand it is a little bit of a weird departure away from what we had in Civilization 5. Personally, I do like the graphics in Civilization 5. I do prefer that sort of realistic look that Civ 5 has. Random Congo quadrireme stuck up here. Yeah, I do prefer that realistic look that Civilization 5 has, but I don't dislike the graphics in Civilization 6. When this game was first revealed months ago, and I saw the screenshots of
the Navy has both a tradition and a future, and we look with pride and confidence in both directions.
They showed about 3 or 4 screenshots from the game, and I really didn't like the cartoony look, but now I actually like it quite a lot, to be honest. I've never noticed these legacy bonuses before. Discount on faith purchases in 11 or more turns in a theocracy. And then we get 3% bonus influence points, and then 22% experience for combat units. So it's probably the longer we spend in one government. So obviously you don't want to keep changing your governments around all the time. Toggle policy panel. So you can see what policies we have there. That's quite good. So you can change your policies at any time anyway. It just costs you money. That's quite interesting to know. We get to choose another civic, though. There's only one we can pick, so we've got to go and get that one. We've got an envoy we can send. Again, let's keep trying to send to Geneva where we can. That's trade routes. That's spies. We'll get it right in a moment. We still need to get a spy. We're really being kicked out of Geneva. I assume it is by America. Yeah, we're 9 and 9. I want to get that science boost from them, but I'm really struggling here. A few more units need orders. You're just going to go on to automatic exploration now, because I don't really want to micromanage you. So you can see what you can find. A couple more units as well. Oh, you've come out to try and attack me, have you? That's nice of you. Got a feeling you'll come off worse. There we go, you're already down to less than half of your health. That's all I can do on this turn, so I'm going to end the video there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 6. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.